Let's talk about safe holstering today. Hi, I'm Kelly from Armed and Feminine, and in another for the series of the Polite Society podcast new YouTube channel, we're going to talk about safe holstering because we have so many new gun owners out there. This is a critical piece to safety. So when we talk about holstering, you have a lot of options that are out there. Even if you only bought your gun for home defense, you may want to wear it around your home. I know I do. And so the easiest way to do that is to choose one of these safe systems. So let's take a look at what we have here. Three criteria that a really good holster must meet. Number one, a good holster must completely cover the trigger guard. Review, the trigger guard is this piece here that covers that trigger to hopefully prevent any, finger from getting in. So that gun is unloaded. So let's go ahead and holster this. So let's take a look at putting this in the holster. A good holster will cover completely the trigger guard so there is no exposure to it all. We don't ever want there to be any sort of accidental movement of this index finger toward the trigger. So completely covers and encompasses it. The second criterion to a really good holster would be retention. So is this holster going to hold your gun completely and stay in place, whatever your movements may be? If you're running, if you fall to the floor, whatever, it's staying in place. All right, two things I want you to stay away from in holsters. Number one, a soft, malleable holster that you can squish with a plastic clip. I know that it's expensive to get started in shooting, trust me, but don't shortchange yourself. This one here, which is going to be like 10 bucks or something at the gun shop or Walmart, is not going to work for you. Number one, the retention is terrible. If you were to move around, this gun falls right out. It will cover the trigger guard. The other piece is staying where it's supposed to be. If you were to draw, this clip can fail on you, and you don't want that to happen when you draw and the entire holster comes flying out. So please try to stay away from that. Remember, you get what you pay for. A second piece would be, this is a nice Kydex holster, but you want to take a look at the mounting system of the clip if you are a belt-wearing person. This is a one-pin mounted clip on here, and what can tend to happen when you have a one-point system is that it will start to move. And remember, while moving around, this could actually go the entire way around. So we want to stay away from a one-point system. Let's take a look at some other clips, or for those of you who don't like to wear belts, what are some options for you? Here's another type of clip, also a metal clip. You'll find these on many different holsters that are out there and available. Again, what you really want to pay attention to is the angle of this clip, making sure that it's going to stay firmly onto the bottom of your belt. So let's look at those for you who are not belt kind of people. First option is going to be a fabric clip. Now I have an entire video about this if you want to go and watch it in the library, but technically this will just fit onto any of your pants and you clip it right on, and it has great retention, and it's not going to move anywhere on you. And it's really lightweight. I like that one too. There is something called the Alti clip. Now this one we retrofitted onto this JM4 here. What you will see is that there are some teeth under here, so you can just place your garment, your pants of any kind, yoga pants, jeans, whatever you might want, in between this clip and then latch it down. And you can buy this singly and retrofit it to other holsters, or you can actually order a holster that comes with an Alti clip. There are magnetic holsters that are out there. A lot of the magnetic holsters tend to be leather. So we have some pluses and we have some minuses about leather. This one is really secure. We don't really have any problem with, let's try that one. Gun is empty. When we holster this, now certainly we have the entire trigger guard covered. Alrighty. Problem with leather, over time leather will stretch, and so we might have an issue with some retention over time. So there are some on the market that also, these giant magnets, will just grip right onto the slide and give more retention to that. So pay attention where those are and if they're gripping onto your slide or not. So that's a nice option if you're not a belt person. The last one here is the sticky holster, and this is like magic. I'm not sure. It's just magic. Sticky Mike's an awesome dude. So when we go ahead and put that in, this works with heat and retention too. So you would have to put this between your belly, which will create some heat, and your pants, which will create the retention. And it actually stays. Like, it's magic, I'm telling you. Eel skin, shark skin, some kind of skin. But really, sticky holsters makes the best one in this. The other piece that I kind of like about this one is it's so modular. You can sort of place it anywhere you want, and it just sort of stays. So you'll get this by size, and make sure that it's completely covering your trigger guard and it's retained. So if I were to put the sticky in, it just stays. It just stays. You can have it here. The sticky is also great if you're going to be a pocket carrier. I can place that in. Now this one's a little big for that, but mysteriously, it just stays. Gotta love the sticky. So whatever holstering system that you are going to use, make sure that you practice with it. I was going to go over one more. Stay tuned. I'm going to pop down. Hey, there I am. The purse carry. Of course, I'm a fan of wanting to make sure that the gun is on your person at all times. You know, especially new people. You know, if you're somebody who just tosses your purse on a chair and walks away, or puts a purse in your grocery cart and walks away, not really a good process to get into. So when we talk about holstering and women would like to purse carry, please, please, please be sure that if you're going to purse carry, that the purse that you choose actually has, it's coming, a holster that's in it. Now I have a whole video on this purse and holstering as well. But you can't just toss a gun in your purse. You know, I had somebody come out one day for a lesson and she had to get her gun out and it was just laying at the bottom of her purse with crumbs and pens and other dirt, and she had to search for it. So access is a big deal. You need to make sure that you can quickly access your gun or it's going to be no good to you. And we need to make sure that the trigger guard is completely covered as well. So just throwing one in your purse is not really a safe idea. So if you're going to purse carry, make sure that there is an attached separate compartment for your gun so that, you know, if you're digging in there for your wallet, you're not accidentally going to grab the gun. And actually, I should say lastly, foremost, with any holstering system, it's a system. You need to practice with whatever you're going to use. If it's going to be a purse, if it's going to be a sticky, this isn't really the best for reholstering, so it's difficult to train with. Kydex is great to train with. It's never going to move as many times as you draw, but make sure that you're familiar and that you can safely draw from any of these options. So if you are a belt kind of gal, or if you are not a belt kind of person, or I should say a belt guy too. So here we have fabric clip, Aldi clip, magnets, magic, and metal. I'm Kelly from Armed and Feminine. Hit the subscribe button below. Give us a like or a comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Send us some love, and remember, it's your life. Protect it.